separatists, I still win. The second I'm away, I'll hit you.
Okay. So, today was a good outcome in terms of, for one, being able to help out the O'Malley's Gym and deliver upon the business cards. First official client, things went well, things are moving in a lovely way. I think that the print shop that I work with in terms of owner on both ends was very pleasant. It was super fun. The print shop owner actually joked with me, which I thought was pretty funny, but it was also a little bit scary too, because I hoped that it wasn't true, but it was just a joke. He had told me that these were supposed to come out pink, right? I was like, no, please don't let it be that, because if it's that's not good. But the official reveal for the O'Malley's Gym business card, which was inspired by Irish rune patterns as it is, and here it is. I'll go ahead and show that off for those of you to look at. If you need, go ahead and zoom in and feel, but the quality for these guys, I gotta say, is quite literally top tier, super beautiful, and just outright breathtaking. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, for this business card, it came out to be something quite special. Because for one, the quality alone is already 2 times better that of what it is as compared to mine. So I did mine at FedEx, and given that money was a bit tight, I got them done for like around $32. And overall, in terms of style and branding, this one just gives me something to work with going forward. It did me the favor of kind of establishing what good branding could look like, especially going for my thing, which I do want to develop and move forward with. So that on its own, I was super grateful for. Today we had received also, well, this was about a couple weeks back, a check from Citibank as well from Best Buy, because I guess in one of my payments I may have overpaid, and they returned me $300, which I had assumed within the $300 that I forwarded to finally pay off for this camera that I'm using, the Sony Alpha 4, this guy. There you go. So now you guys know it's always been a camera. You guys are watching me through a camera, for those of you guys that don't know. I got back 300, so that was dupe. That was dope. I cashed that in, and man, it was cool. So currently at the moment, that's one client out the way. I'm super happy, super blessed, super grateful to have been able to work on such a project, because it just came out beautifully. We had 3 other versions of this guy, but they chose this one, which I'm happy. I feel like this one really reflects the brand really well for them. But other than that, we do have the other 3 versions, which I probably will just be uploading to my portfolio to kind of show. So for those of you guys that are interested, the website for my portfolio is venturographics.com. Other than that, I'd like to talk about this piece that I actually went out and bought for research purposes, because this is something that I feel is quite interesting. Right? For one, I went and got myself a candle, I guess in celebration for the job that I did and the ability to do such a good job. It's a business card, and you'd think anybody can do a business card. When you look at mine in comparison to this one, it's like, I guess anybody could do a business card, huh? But here we are. Spark gratitude, 50 ways to appreciate every day. So this, to me, when I look at it, I feel it's very cool, very dope in terms of branding. These are, can you focus? There we go. So you got the reflection right there, which shows off the shine and gives a little bit more glare, something to look at, especially during the dark. Cool little pattern right there. That's where it is, where you spark the matches. right? And then obviously more branding, so if you can't see it from the top view and you go ahead and see it from the side view, there's that guy. Other side obviously same thing. And then here's the branding and everything, which is super great, because in case you didn't see this guy, I think it was taped together so you couldn't really look at it, but it gives you the example to kind of really demonstrate the length. And let me actually double check and make sure. I actually do want to see if this is actually accurate to what it is that it shows. Very close. Not exactly it, but it is very close, because here's the demo, all the information right there, obviously the barcode, and then if that font might be a little bit too small for you guys to see, but I'll go ahead and read it to you guys. The top one saying, start each morning with a list of 3 things you are thankful for. Think about the things, pastimes, or people that give meaning to your life. And I'll go ahead and use the top one for reference. I'm going to go ahead and put it to where the dark green starts for the match area. So I'll go ahead and hold that accurately to where it is that it's supposed to be. And here it is. Just a tad bit bigger than the actual. There you go. A tad bit bigger, but nevertheless still good demonstration and very cool. So here we go. So I don't know if this is something that they okay, no, that's, but I don't know what I'm smelling, if I'm being honest. I just want to double check to see if it actually is something that does light, but given that, I don't know, because like the one that I'm used to have the thicker tip, see, but this one's kind of thin, so this one kind of throws me off because it's like, right, it's not like what I'm used to. But here's the thing that I really like and appreciate about these guys, that they have design on them, flowery and everything like that, which is super beautiful, which is something that I can appreciate about this, as well as when you flip it to the other side, you obviously have the matchstick with the message, which, look at that, super dope, super cool, man. So this one gives me an idea, right? Because for one, you're marketing positive affirmations, which is something that I think is very unique, super creative. Well, creative in the sense that anybody can do it, but in terms of the way that they chose to go about it is what I find to be the most unique, because they use the colors yellow and green, almost like a less saturated yellow, but like a very dark green. But when they use the green, they obviously use some like shining material to kind of give it that pizzazz in terms of like when you see it right there going and reflecting off the light, it sparks more reason to engage with it. And so for this guy, it's super cool in the fact that they used the idea of like kind of giving people reasons and almost direction in way of thinking. So like for this guy right here, if I have it, consciously perform at least one act of kindness a day. Hey, that's good. Cool. Find a partner whom you can regularly share gratitude practice. Very good. Go to bed grateful. Think of a few bright spots before falling asleep. So the fact that the positive affirmation area, realm, topic, whatever it is that you want to call it, was monetized, for me it's already something that breeds intrigue, because it's like there's no real one right way of doing this. This could have been done with other colors, with other intent, in terms of like colorway and direction, in terms of creativity, because they use like a lot of line art, super simple, super beautiful, very much easy and readable to kind of excuse me, to hook the person on. Imagine if this was done in a different approach, where you use something like black and dark, black and bright pink, and rather than having something be so formal and home, you made it also to be like tropical and very flowery, to kind of like really breathe about gratitude for like Earth and like what it is that we have in terms of this planet. So that for me, as it is, makes me want to attempt it, makes me want to research it and kind of see what it is that I can do, because to build this box, it's not really difficult, because for one, I can break down the box, right, and I can get myself the die line, because here it is, I see it, that's where it is that they glued it. It's just that on the inside, it kind of makes it a little bit more difficult to access it, but they have it taped, not taped, but I think it might be glued. You see right there, that little yellow border right there towards inside. If I could just kind of tear that out and be able to access the full thing, I can see the die line, but creating a box shouldn't be too difficult. It's just the way that they went about it. I don't know if it's just cardboard with the labeling taped in, which I think it might be, but especially for my willingness to tackle it. Imagine if I had done something for this, but for my brand, where in most recent times I've been more so engaged and willing to want to execute upon my Japan themed love season for Tafoya, right? My brand that I want to do. And so imagine when I finish the 12 t-shirts, the designs officially, and then get myself something like this, and then get myself a little booklet in terms of journals to write, because that's something that's been that really emphasized for me to want to push the idea and get this out the way, because for one, I love to journal. I always carry them around me. It's always something that I practice, that I get into, and I involve myself in. So as I'm getting closer and closer to kind of finishing up my booklets, right, big question kind of came up to where when I met up with one of my friends by the name of Juan, I really sat there and questioned myself. I'm like, if I have the ability to design posters, to create fonts, to create logos, and to do all this like patterns, what's really stopping me from designing my own little journal, getting it out, getting it printed out, and like even selling it myself? Quite literally nothing. It's just the fact that it took me getting quite literally to the bottom of the barrel to kind of finally open up my eyes and be like, oh, quite literally I can do anything, right? I can make business cards, I can make matches, I can make t-shirts, I can make shorts, I can make bags, I can make a lot of things. The only thing that I was lacking heavily was obviously the imagination to do so, because it's not something that outright when you finish school they tell you could do this. Oh, you can create wall art, right? If you draw it out on paper, get the idea out, and then illustrate it in Adobe, and then go ahead and project it onto a projector up on the wall, you can make wall art. That's a way of doing it. That's not the official way of doing it. There's people that do it many other ways, but that's not the way to do it. But for me, given that I'm not illustrative in that way, that's just the way that I would execute it. But nevertheless, that's kind of what's been going on. Thing that caught my attention, that I enjoyed a lot. I wanted to share with you guys and to kind of show you that we've officially, finally, finished with our first client and moving onward towards continually to find other people that might need that help, that would love to work with me. For those of you that don't follow, that don't know me, I guess I'll kind of introduce myself. The name is Brian. Many people know me as Ventura. For anybody that's looking for a graphic designer to kind of help them out and build up an idea, whatever that might be, go ahead and feel free to give me a message. Go to my portfolio page, which is venturagraphics.com, and then if you want to see what my work looks like, I have a little bit of examples up on that page that people can look at, people can see, and if it's something that you feel is in the direction of what it is that you'd like to investigate or even give a shot, feel free to send me a message. I'm based in Oregon, and I'm also willing to work with anybody across the entire world. So whether or not you're within the United States, or whether you be living in Europe, South America, or even up in the Canadian country, feel free. I'm open to learning from many people what is that they want to execute, how they want to execute it, and kind of give me references. Given I'm also going to be entering back into school post August, late September essentially, around the 21st to finish out my second year. So for those of you that are looking for somebody to kind of help you, do know that around right now at this time I do still have access to Adobe via my school account, and I'm willing and be nothing but grateful to help anybody. But around August I will lose access to my Adobe, but up until then, when September comes around and rolls back in, that's when again I'll have access, and I'd be happy and I'd be willing to kind of get back in it with those people, because I am trying to build myself a client list of people that want to continue working, or even help me to build the kind of income to be able to do this for a living. Outside of that, this been just kind of an update video. Today is July 24th, Friday, 9:04, and we're gonna be heading to the gym. Most likely 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna release you for it at 2 in the morning. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you guys are all taking care, and I'll see you. Peace.